今天我们又要去 react 到沙丁丁的歌。沙丁丁，我不知道你们了不了解？不了解发弹幕，了解也发弹幕，你了解什么？发出来。我们废话不多说，走。
左手握大地，右手握着天，掌纹裂出了释放的闪电，把时光匆匆兑换成了年，3000世如所破茧。
Before we go any further, I have a lot of appreciation for how much talent and skill and polish it takes to be able to sing like that. Just the smoothness of that crescendo. That's a lot of work. Fragility and vulnerability in that performance at that range.
The smoothness of that crescendo. 如果你是音乐的人，你懂，我不懂。如果想我去分析单词，我可以给你分析。
Oh, we are going right up there in that range, aren't we? That falsetto. To be able to hold that falsetto at that range is just mind-boggling. I don't know how they do that. That was gorgeous. It's beautiful. What a stunning, serene display. Very impressive. Oh, that's cute. We got butterfly.
That's cute. We got butterfly.
I like how the drums and guitars are mixed. You got like a plucked kind of string instrument. Those strings kind of coming into layer is nice as well. Wow, that is an insane sort of synth arpeggio going on in the background, isn't it? Like that there, both of them in that range is just phenomenal. Like, I don't even know how they get there. I don't know how you manage that. Stunning. It's almost like the vocals are just the focal point primarily and everything else is just sitting back watching, even the instrumentalists. Like, I've got a lot of love for like how it's mixed and mastered, don't get me wrong, but just the way they're placed.
I will cry一下，但是我比较简单一点。牛逼啊，牛逼啊！我靠。
How like those two voices dance in that range. I can completely understand why it is so difficult to sing. That'd be horrific to sing. I don't even know where you'd begin learning to sing like that. That blows my mind. I mean, it's kind of like these these drums that are boom, 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 boom. I like the tonality of them. There goes a sense of importance to it. A sense of how do I describe this? Wow, they got fireworks for that? No way.
Damn right, fireworks. CCTV doesn't do small stuff, bro. It's one of the best shows, bro. 我觉得下一次真的要给他看一下，就是每年的春节春晚，应该要给他看春晚。
That's wild, dude. The amount of production value in this. This must be huge. This must be a huge show. I think that's the beauty of something like this is that with a live show, a lot of it is in the combination of the elements as opposed to just the music. What you want to do with a song like this is you want to close your eyes and listen to it and sort of, if it still sounds as good when your eyes are closed, you know you've got yourself a banger. This would be a hell of a song for a series to end on. There is a real sense of beauty to it and sort of grace and sophistication, and I've got a lot of time for it. I think to not have a drum kit, like a standard traditional kind of kick and snare kind of drum kit, was a smart move. To have sort of an orchestral arrangement was fun.
这个认真分析，你们同不同意？记得发个弹幕哦。
Synth elements where need be and like the bridge and all that kind of stuff was good. I think just for a break in the tonality of it, for it to shift and remain interesting. I haven't listened to the non-live version of this take. Maybe this take is the live version that's used in it. You know what I mean?
如果你们刚刚听不懂，他的意思就是不知道这个是不是假唱，这个是不是提前录好。
But I think this is an incredible live performance, and both of them seem very comfortable in their vocal ranges. The melodies are interesting, the energy builds up over time, and it goes exactly where it needs to, and it's meaningful where it stands. And so now we're just going to quickly have a look at the lyrics and figure out what's going on. So if we see here, we've got lyrics for Left Finger Moon. The left hand holds the earth and the right hand holds the sky. The palm lines create the lightning of the 10 directions. Converting time into years in a hurry, 3,000 lifetimes. See, these are wild lyrics, dude. Like, these are stunning.
我又要来说一句，每次把中文的歌词翻译到英文，他们肯定是会有一个很深的一个意思。
It sounds like the most insane fantasy novel I've ever listened to. I really dig it. With flowers in my left hand and a sword to my right, 10,000 years of snow fall between my eyebrows. Wow, so you've got peace and destruction, opposing forces in your hands. Sounds like a complete, crazy, wild ride. So even though there is this juxtaposition between these opposing forces, they want to find love within that. The left hand becomes a feather and the right hand becomes a scale, and feather and scale, obviously opposites. And a certain life on the clouds and a certain life in the forest, I will follow you to the form of speck of dust. Wow, that's romantic. You'll follow you to the end of the earth, you know? I pick you up with my left hand and put you down my right. When I clasp my hands together, you're all taken back to my heart. Oh, I get it, because when everything comes together at the end of the day, you know that love is eternal. An instant, you are with me without distinction. That's an interesting way to finish it. I'm not really sure what to make about that you are me without distinction part, but you know, I've got time for it nonetheless. It's very mysterious. I think a lot of the context that I'd need for this lies within actually watching the show and understanding what the plot is about and what the characters involved are into, because I'm assuming this is a conversation between the two of them, and I think the context there is required. But from what I've seen so far, it sounds incredible, and the people who can understand this language are very spoiled.
The people who can understand this language are spoiled. 这个点我非常同意。所以呢，这个时间我想给我 YouTube 上面的粉丝来说 ，Learn some Chinese， 你不会后悔的。
And in a good way. I mean that genuinely. It sounds like a hell of a show. So that's great. I've really enjoyed listening to Left Finger Moon. Spider hands up.
首先，你们觉得怎么样？第二个问题，你们给他的这一个评价多少分？你给这首歌多少分？记得给我评论一下，给我说一下你的想法。ありがとうございます。下次再见。